Hello, I'm KW Bunyap. I wrote a great little picture book that describes all the wonderful things we find in our great state of Wyoming. And it's called Wyoming from A to Z. A is for American Bison. He's on the Wyoming flag, and there's something you should know. Always call him a bison, never a buffalo. B is for black-footed ferret. They wear a black mask and were almost extinct, but careful management brought them back from the brink. C is for cutthroat trout. In our rivers and creeks, they are known to dash, and you'll recognize them by their orange slash. D is for Devil's Tower. It was the first national monument, but that's not all. This flat-topped column of stone is 867 feet tall. E is for elk. They live high in the mountains, roaming wild and free, and our Native Americans call them wapiti. F is for Flaming Gorge. It's a man-made lake, also called a reservoir, and it's big, with over 300 miles of shore. G is for Grand Teton. Tallest in the Teton Range, she truly is majestic. And that's why every tourist stops, so they can take a pic. H is for Horned Toad. He looks kind of fierce for such a small size, but if you make him mad, he'll squirt blood from his eyes. I is for Indian paintbrush, a brilliant color from deep orange to pink. It's also called prairie fire, and it's pretty, don't you think? J is for Jade, a Wyoming gemstone that is also called nephrite. Its color varies from dark green to almost white. K is for Knightia, a prehistoric fish that has a fancy Latin name, but you'll find these fossils often in our state just the same. L is for Laramie. This city is the home of our university, one of the highest in the nation, 7,000 feet above the sea. M is for Meadowlark. This western bird is a lovely fellow who sings a beautiful song and has a chest of bright yellow. N is for Nellie Taylor Ross. When she became our governor, people shouted hooray, because she was the first woman governor in the whole USA. O is for Old Faithful. More than 1 million eruptions, yes sir, and that's why she's the most famous geyser. P is for Pronghorn. Not truly an antelope, which seems kind of strange, but he's the fastest animal on the Wyoming plains. Q is for quaking aspen. Pretty green leaves until the weather turns cold, and then they change to orange and gold. R is for rodeo. Cowboys use words like yeehaw and y'all, and Cheyenne Frontier Days is the daddy of them all. S is for sagebrush. Think this bitter shrub is worthless? Nope. It's been used to make everything from medicine to rope. T is for Triceratops. He weighed 10 tons, armed with 2 big horns, and he's the biggest horned dinosaur ever born. U is for Union Pacific Railroad. The trains came through once the tracks were laid down, building Cheyenne as a railroad town. V is for Van Tassel, Wyoming. Famous? Why, yes. It's the least populous town in the least populous county of the least populous state in all the U.S. W is for William Buffalo Bill Cody. A famous Western figure 100 years ago, he toured the world with a Wild West show. X is for Triangle X Ranch. A Wyoming dude ranch with lots to do. Rope cattle, ride horses, and float rivers too. Y is for Yellowstone National Park. The first national park in the whole USA, and still a favorite even today. Z is for Zane Grey. He was a famous writer about Wyoming and the West, and Riders of the Purple Sage was one of his best.